And now, welcome to 7 Questions with Emmy.
Brought to you by Timberline Home, whose showroom in Idaho Falls is waiting for you to explore. Hey guys, welcome back to 7 Questions with Emmy. Happy 4th of July. Today I'm here at Snake River Landing talking with Tom Bates. How long have you been doing the fireworks?
I've been doing the fireworks here since 2021, but I've been doing fireworks for about 20 years.
So he does fireworks here for the Melaleuca Freedom Celebration. This is their 31st one, and he's helping for your 3rd year, yeah?
Yeah, 3rd year here.
Yeah.
3rd or 4th, yeah.
He manages all the stuff. As you can see, we have some cool fireworks behind me. So thank you so much for letting me talk with you.
No worries.
Do you want to get started with the questions?
Yes, I'm ready.
How did you get started working with pyrotechnics?
It's kind of a odd journey. I have a construction background. I framed houses out of high school, and the guy that I worked with, he shot shows for Western Display Fireworks, and he had quit framing and started working for Western Display full time. And they had a guy get hurt. He had a motorcycle accident, and they were looking for summer help one year, and I just bumped into him randomly, and he's like, "Hey, you want a summer job?" And I had kind of, at the time, I thought I was going to start going back to college and kind of go that route. But then I started on summer, I think it was 2005 or something, and I just stayed on and been there ever since. And now I'm designing these shows, and it kind of just fell into it.
That's cool. How long have you been setting up firework displays?
I've been doing this for about 20 years. I mean, it'll be 20 years in April, will be when I started.
What system do you use to make sure that the fireworks work?
So we use a system called the Galaxis. It's made in Germany. It's the best system you can buy in the world, and so this is a great venue to use it. And how it works is, so basically you have these receivers here, and each one is numbered, and I'll go through my program and address everything. And so each circuit has a specific cue and a time mark that it's programmed into that receiver. And then I'll run the controller, and what will happen, it's basically like a glorified stopwatch, but a very advanced stopwatch that's sending out radio signals. And so what'll happen is I'll start on Q1, and I'll get the countdown. I'll get a 3, 2, 1, or however they would start the show. I'll start the controller, and it will count down the cues. So it'll be like Q1, and then it'll count down to the next cue. So every receiver, so we have 34 receivers on here. So it's a total of 3,400 circuits. But a circuit could be one shell, or it could be 500 items out of a cake. It could be anything. And so let's say I get to circuit Q2. Any receiver that has Q2 on it is going to fire. So let's say there's 6-inch shells across the site and a front of boxes. When those hit Q2, everything will leave at that time. Then I'll start the next countdown. Q3, anything that has Q3 on it will fire. And it goes through the show until it's over.
That's really cool. How many fireworks are set up in this display?
I think about 19,000 roughly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Do you set them all up here then?
Yeah, we're actively working right now. So basically this is such a large, expansive site, we kind of come up with a way to do it over the years, and what we do is we kind of start on one site. So we started this yesterday, and we kind of just work like a wave across the site. So we'll kind of just start one way and just work our way to the end. And then, the weather, we're always dealing with a little bit of weather here, so we usually wait, because the shells are easy to cover. So what we'll usually do these first because they're easy to cover. The box sections that will be in the front of the site here, we wait to do those last, just in case we kind of monitor the weather, in case there's going to be a little bit of rain here and there. But we'll do those usually last. We'll cover them with plastic, and once we finish something, we cover it. It sits there until we're ready to shoot, basically.
What's your favorite kind of fire?
That's a tough one. There's so many. I think I like the flower crowns. And flower crowns, what they are is they're They're kind of like a willow. So you know what a willow tree looks like? It's really, it's like a long branch tree that hangs down. So a flower crown is a very kind of delicate gold glitter, and it's a very long duration shell. So it almost looks like it'll break in a ball, and then it kind of drops down like an umbrella. And ours have pistils on them, and so a pistil of a shell is like a pistil on a flower. So the center of the flower is the pistil. So we have different colors. We have, in this show, we have pink, aqua, red, blue, purple. So we have all different colors of pistils with that really delicate gold shell. And then you'll see it if you watch a show. That's what the finale is. So when the finale goes off, you can say, hey, those are flower crowns.
I will. I'll say my friend
those
Tom
are flower
taught me
crowns.
all about
That's
them.
right.
Yeah. What's dangerous about your job?
You know, I mean, fortunately, our company, we have several training classes every year. I mean, obviously, we're dealing with explosives, so it is dangerous. Our company has never had an accident. We are very, very. We make sure our equipment is the highest standard equipment you can get. As you can see, when you look at this rack, it's all 3/4 inch 7-ply plywood, 2x material. And our mortars we use are high density polyethylene. So these aren't PVC, these are high density polyethylene. So if something happens, if a shell detonates in the mortar, if it was PVC, it'd shatter. It'd like shrapnel. So these are designed to kind of banana peel, and then they kind of just expand. They don't shatter. So we just use the highest quality materials we can to shoot the fireworks, and these will last forever. Some of these are as old as I am. Seriously.
Like 20 years old then?
Well, I'm 41.
Oh, you don't look 41.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you. Somebody told me different the other night.
You're younger than my dad, so.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
How long does it take you to set up all the fireworks?
On site, well, this process actually started, I mean, it starts basically after this show's done. But setting the show up, it takes us about 5 days. But the entire process, I mean, we'll start it really starts with ordering. So some of this product that was in this show was ordered 2 years ago. And so literally some of this stuff was ordered in July of 2022.
Wow.
And we received it. Then 2 years from now, the stuff I order after this 4th of July will be in the show in 2026.
I'll be watching.
Yeah, then you'll be watching that one.
Like, Tom ordered that 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's just a long process. And we, fortunately, we have thousands and thousands of different types of shells and boxes and modular items and stuff, all across the scale, comets and mines and everything you can get. So we just try to have as much possible, to have as much variety as we can.
How do you light the fireworks?
So how we light the fireworks is they're all, each shell we have in here, each item, each box, each slice cake will have an electric match attached to it. So this is a shell, this is a 6-inch shell. So this one is a colorful dahlia. So this is a color for dahlia. So most fireworks are named off of like how flowers or trees or whatever. So this is kind of shaped like a dahlia. And this is a colorful one. This is purple, lemon, pink, and aqua. And how it's ignited is this electric match is attached in here. And this is quick match. So the electric match has basically a black powder charge on it. When it receives electricity, it blows. And then it lights the quick match, and this quick match burns 60 feet a second. So this will go quicker than you can blink your eye. And so the quick match will go through the shell into a lift charge, and the lift charge is basically just black powder. And the quick match will light the lift charge. That's what propels it in the sky. And so on in the lift charge, there's a little time fuse, and it goes from. They basically just cut it for a prescribed time. So typically a 6-inch shell would be like 3.5 seconds from ignition to explosion. And so they time it. And so that time fuse goes to the center of the shell. And so it ignites it, goes up in the sky, time fuse, center of the shell, and there's a break charge in here, which is made of usually black powder and rice hulls. The rice hulls kind of make the explosion more concussive, and it expands the stars. So then it expands the stars out further. So there's a break charge in the middle of the shell, and all around here there's different stars. And so when that bright charge lights, it lights the stars, and that's the color you see in the sky.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So I usually ask at the end of my interviews what advice you have for me, but since this will go up on the 4th of July, I'm going to ask you what makes you proud to live in America?
Well, you know, it's a great country, man. I mean, it's the best country in the world. I don't know what else you can say. We have freedoms, we have constitutional rights, and you know, we get celebrated on the 4th of July. It's great. We're the luckiest people in the world to be living in here, and I don't know what else. It's what it is. You know, it's just a great thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, this year when I watch the fireworks, I'll be thinking about Tom is pressing the cue right now.
Yep.
All that stuff. Do you get to watch them?
Well, I usually keep my eye on the controller, but I'll peek my head out every once in a while and make sure everything's firing, you know, because you just want to make sure things are blowing up in the sky where they're supposed to be. So I'm usually watching the controller, and I'm listening, actually, is what I'm doing. And when a cue hits, I want to hear an explosion, because that means something's leaving the mortar. So I'm just constantly watching that controller, but I'll look out at certain times and just make sure everything's okay. And I usually always watch the finale, because at that point there's nothing you can really do. Everything's just leaving. So
yeah, and you just press the last button.
And it goes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. It was
you.
great to talk with you today. For those of you who have never been to the Melaleuca Freedom Celebration, you come tonight. The fireworks will start at 10 o'clock, and I bet if you live close enough, you could probably see it from your own house, but you should still come because it's great in person. And maybe you'll even see me and my dad there. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, new 7 questions interviews are posted every Thursday. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Love you guys. Bye. 7 Questions with Emmy, brought to you by Timberline Home, whose showroom in Idaho Falls is waiting for you to explore.